So chances are you probably have a Google Pixel on you right now, or you're just interested in the Pixel 2. However, if you are like me and you got a Google Pixel, you probably love it and think it's the best phone you've ever owned. Why else would you have paid the premium price tag Google is asking for? Anyway, this is how I feel. The Google Pixel to me is by far the best phone I have ever experienced, and think the Pixel 2 has real potential of being the best phone ever made. Why do I think this? Well, let me tell you. The Pixel 2 got confirmed a little while ago from the head of Google's hardware team, as I'm sure many of you know, but details about the phone's features are still unknown. So today I'll be going through the features I would love to see on the device. First of all, as I'm sure many people were hoping the first phone to have, but unfortunately did not, is front-firing speakers. Especially since the Nexus XP did this so well, which had fan-freaking-tastic speakers. The reason I believe the Pixel did not include front-firing speakers, and the reason why many other features were not included, is due to Google having to rush out the phone to compete with Apple at the time, and since the Note 7 was kind of exploding, they wanted to swoop in the Pixel right in there. Whatever. If the Pixel 2 does not include front-firing speakers, it will be a massive shame, and I would not be interested. Next feature is something else I'm surprised Google didn't include in the first, but again, must have been due to lack of time. And that feature is waterproofing. This is really surprising because of the recent waterproof decisions from Apple and Samsung. Again with this, I'm sure Google will make the Pixel 2 waterproof. Next on the list is wireless charging, something Nexus used to use until Google thought it was making people stupid. Okay. When I first saw that the top half of the Pixel was glass, I figured it must have wireless charging. It's gotta have it. However, I was wrong, yet I bet they were going to, but again, ran out of time. So I'm sure the Pixel 2 will include wireless charging. Now, here is something that I found rather ugly on the Pixel. That is the large bezels on the top and bottom, or chin and forehead, but I'm just going to call them bezels. These large bezels really gave the Pixel an iPhone look, which many people didn't like, including me. Damn you, Apple. But I'm sure Google wanted to do this to try and break down the Apple ecosystem and get some of the brainwashed Apple sheep to move to Android. In my experience, this worked. So many people saw my phone, and when they went to use it, were like, where the heck is where's the button? Where the hell's the button? Others were like, oh, is that the Google Pixel? Pfft, bit late to be making phones now, huh? These were all responses from Apple users. The kind of users who probably haven't seen or experienced Android at all. So they weren't aware about any of the Nexus stuff, they're not really aware about the Samsung phones and how they do have a button on the front or any of that. They just saw the Pixel because of the advertising Google probably spent on the Pixel, trying to get the Apple users to move over to Pixel. Not sure if it worked though, because I'm pretty sure the Apple users are pretty stuck in where they are. The next feature isn't something I want to see included, but rather something I want to see kept, and that is the headphone jack. I understand headphone jacks are going to be making their way out of phones one day, but that day is not today. And I really hope Google sticks with including a headphone jack on the Pixel 2 and 3 and 4 and whatever. In the future, please keep headphone jacks on phones. The next three features are ones that I don't really mind, as in they're not going to make or break the phone for me. But it would be nice to see Google include these. First is expandable storage. This is something I wouldn't mind at all, as I would be able to save money on the phone by buying the one with less inbuilt storage, like the 32GB one. Then I can add pretty much as much storage as I want in the future. A wide-angle camera would be something nice to see in the Pixel 2, not 2x zoom, like that freaking iPhone 7. The LG G5 did wide-angle camera pretty well in my mind, so I wouldn't mind seeing a wide-angle camera on the Pixel 2, but again, this isn't something that I'm fussed about. The final thing is the price. Now, it was confirmed that the Pixel 2 would be staying premium, which means ridiculously high prices unfortunately, but it would have been much better if, say, the Pixel XL price was the price of the Pixel, and the Pixel was bumped down $100 or $200 or something. However, this isn't going to be a massive turnoff, but if the price is anything more than the current Pixel, I think that will be very bad news. Well, that's it for my video talking about the features I would like to see on the Pixel 2. Let me know what features you would like to see or anything you disagree with or agreed with me in the comments below. Also, let me know about future topics you want me to talk about on FTN Media. Also, like the video if you liked it, and you can subscribe to FTN Media for more videos much like this one, and many more. You can subscribe easily by clicking the logo icon in the top middle of the screen now. Click the video on the left to watch another video from FTN Media. Click the video on the right to watch a video from my personal channel. You can check out my channel and subscribe if you want, clicking my channel icon underneath the FTN Media one.